Have you ever watched someone break yet said nothing? Have you ever turned away, thinking your silence was strength, when in truth it was a wound you left unspoken? We tell ourselves that restraint is virtue, that silence is wisdom. But what if that silence cuts deeper than words ever could? There's an old saying, the tongue of the wise makes knowledge acceptable, but the mouth of the fool pours out folly. A Stoic knows this well. Words are not to be wasted, but silence, true silence, is a tool few wield correctly. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Yet sometimes we mistake this for retreating into ourselves. We believe that if we simply endure, if we say nothing, we are above the chaos. But in doing so, we forget one essential truth. Our silence is not always stoic. It can be cowardice. It can be neglect. It can be a dagger we don't even realize we are holding. There is a time to endure and a time to act. Seneca, in his letters, warns us of the dangers of inaction. He reminds us that suffering is not just in what is done, but in what is left undone. How many times have we seen a friend in turmoil and thought, they'll find their own way? How many times have we ignored injustice, thinking, it's not my place? A Stoic does not speak to fill the air, but a Stoic also does not withhold words when they are needed. When someone we care for is on the brink, they do not always need lectures. They do not always need philosophy. They need presence. They need to know they are not alone. And sometimes silence screams abandonment. Epictetus tells us, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. But he does not say we must never speak. He does not say we must watch as those around us spiral into darkness. The wise man's words are few, but they are not absent. They carry weight because they are chosen with care. What does this mean for us? We must be vigilant, not just in mastering ourselves, but in how we affect others. Resilience does not mean isolation. Strength does not mean silence at all costs. The world is filled with voices that speak only to be heard, but far worse are the ones who stay quiet when their words could save a life. Ask yourself, have I been silent when I should have spoken? Have I let someone suffer because I feared discomfort? Have I mistaken withdrawal for wisdom? A Stoic does not retreat into silence. A Stoic speaks with purpose. If we see suffering, we do not turn away. We do not waste words, but neither do we hoard them, because there will come a day when a single sentence could be the difference between despair and hope, between giving up and pressing on. Will you let that moment pass you by? Tell us in the comments. Have you ever regretted staying silent? How did it change you? And remember, sometimes the strongest thing you can do is speak.